Alrighty, traders, good evening and welcome to the rate decision. This is the New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD. We're going to look at the New Zealand CAD. We're looking at the New Zealand rate decision. They're expected to raise the rates 75 basis point. Want to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on right here. It's still projected to 75 basis point raise. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the quick update here on the New Zealand rate decision. For those that don't know, I'm the FxBigDog, and I will be going through the session today with you as we go ahead and take a look at the market reaction. Now, just quickly, we've got about 3 minutes left before the news comes out, and this is what we're looking at right here. So from a technical perspective, we're anticipating price to actually move bearish. So we're looking for price to move bearish. Now, I'm not going to say that we're not going to have a whippy lashy move right here, but we're looking for a corrective move back down south. All right, we're in an overbought condition, but this doesn't really necessarily mean the market's going to move down south. It just means that's an indication that the market could move south. But we're at this resistance right here. We spoke about this a few weeks ago. We said the price of the New Zealand dollar, when it was down here, was going to go ahead and move up to 82.45. Everyone will quote me. I did say that. We're at 82.45. We did reach that level when the price went a little bit higher. Now, bull score a point, we're expecting pullback. Now, we have trades that are currently in right now. I'm going to be watching my trades. I'm going to go ahead and open it up right here in front of me right here. And I'm going to be looking for a net 200 pip profit. Net 200 pip profit. I might take my profit a little bit early on this if the market moves a little bit quicker and it sees like, and I see it stalling before it gets to my actual profit taking, which is 200 pips. If not, I might just take 100 pips out of the market. But I'm going to be watching this real careful. I do see, by the way, for those that were watching the broadcast early on, we did see that we're anticipated a move down to, we spoke about this morning, down to 81.84. The news is just about to be reported right here. Let's take a look and see what the markets do. We do see 8,200 right here as a support level. I'd like to see the market trade right through that level. In fact, drop back to 81.64 and maybe even lower than that as we target this level of support down here. Now, I don't know if we're going to get all the way down here in a one scoop. I wouldn't be unhappy if we do get to that level. But let's go ahead and take a look and see how the market is reacting. News is out. Let's take a look, see right here. The news did change. I don't think they're going to change. We did see a bit of a bullish move. Again, that could be just a little spike to the upside. Let's take a look and see. Now, remember, we're going to be watching this and seeing what the overall reaction is. There's definitely going to be a lot of widening of spread. Oh, by the way, it's pushed. Look at pushed up. Now it's pushing down. The spread is going to be wide on this at the moment right now. If I look at the spread at the moment right now, we're at it's not that bad. We're at about 5, 10. Oh, now it's at 15. We're at a 15 pip spread. So it is wicked at the moment right now. We're having wide spreads at the moment right now based on price action. And I'm waiting to see what the update is here. Maybe some of you can go ahead and post that. Mine's still trying to update. There we go. They did raise the rates 75 basis point. So they did go ahead and raise the rate 75 basis point. We do have the press conference that's taking place at the moment right now. And, of course, the statement. Now it's going to come down to how the market's going to feed into this information and how it's going to react. Once again, traders, are we going to see price reaction? Yes, we could absolutely see market spiking back and forth. The one thing I'm going to go ahead and mark off right here is that we do have a high here at this point right here at 82.58. Let's see if we can stay below that to see if this price that we've seen right here, this price action that we've seen right here, if it actually confirms that we're in a downward swing. Now, I'm also seeing, by the way, I'm seeing another swing setup right here. Based on this, I'm seeing a larger setup right here. This is pretty good. If the market stays below this level here, we could possibly get down to 81.41 right here as well, and maybe even push it lower than that. Now that is, of course, that taking the fact that we're right and price does stay below 82.69. If we stay below 82.69, then yes, we could end up going down to 81.41. Price has to break through this level here again. There it is there. And that price is at 81.90. So at the moment right now, it's still trading with inside this, what we can call this AB swing that we have right here. So nothing at the moment right now breaking through the tops or the bottoms. We did see, in fact, I saw a 15, it could have been more than that, 15 to 20 pip spread that took place at the news. That is pretty typical right there. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else taking place right now. We're going to keep an eye on this, and we're going to continue to monitor this. We've got a couple of traders in here. We've got a bunch of traders here. Good morning, Leroy. We've got Janet in the house, Brian, Bill, Jack, Jay, a whole bunch of everyone right here. Thank you. Appreciate everyone being here. Fantastic. Tony's in the house as well. Excellent. So we're going to keep an eye on this, keep an eye on the market's reaction right here. Traders, once again, just to go ahead and let everyone know, from a technical perspective, we're expecting a bearish move. All right. So we are expecting a bearish move right here. We've had a lot of bullish move to the upside right here. We get into a form of resistance. This is a major level of resistance right here. And so we're anticipating price to now correct. The signs, we've seen the signs on the lower time frame somewhat coming in here as we were looking at the structure. We saw a little bit of signs of bearish momentum. It wasn't confirmed properly, as you can look over here on the SSL daily. Nothing confirmed bearish yet. We actually, in fact, had to go ahead and close out below this daily open right here at 81.87. So if by the chance price does move to the downside and we do close out tomorrow below 81.87, write that down. If you like writing down numbers, write down 87 or at least 81.87. If we close below that level tomorrow, that would end up setting up a good bearish signal for price to continue to move bearish. So let's wait and see what happens. Now we're still over here. You can see right here, price is trading at now at 82.50. Nothing more coming out, nothing more moving the markets at the moment right now. Let's go take a look. And again, I'm focusing more in on this this structure right here. I'm looking at this structure. Even though I've got an inside structure that I was initially focused on right here. This is the structure that I was initially paying attention to right here. But because of this setup right here, I'm now more inclined to say, let's take a look and see this major high right here. Let's see if we can break above that major high. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to move this to a 1 hour. And the reason why I want to move it to the 1 hour, because we can actually see a little more of some highs and lows set up right here. And I'm going to go ahead and compress the charts a little bit. Take a look at the MACD down here below. And we can see that we did have a confirmed high here. Here was a confirmed low down here. Then we had another confirmed low down there. And then a high up here at the top. And here is another low. So the thing here that we have to identify is the market showing us higher highs, higher lows, or is it going to show us lower lows, lower highs, and that'll indicate that we've got some sort of reversal taking place. Now, if I take a look over here, this is the high, then we had a low, then we had a high, then we had a low again. So right here, because this low is lower than this one right here, it does send off an indication that maybe, just maybe, we're going to continue with the rally. Now, again, this is critical right here because this could be just an A, B. Let me go ahead and do that again. That was horrible. All right. So this could be just a move from down here. So I'm going to go ahead and call this my AB right here. And this could be a 1, 2, 3 retracement right here. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3 retracement right here, and then head back down south. And that is it right here at 81.41. So 81.41 is still the target to the downside. We'll have to see how this competes. Does it take out the high right here, and do we have a break of structure, or does it actually, in fact, just complete this 1, 2, 3 retracement move and then start heading back down south right here? Again, sometimes we and this is, by the way, this is probably the reason why we don't want to react on news. You don't want to trade on news. We have a couple of things here that we have to keep in mind. Number one, we've got to keep in mind that there are spreads that are going to be widened. We spoke about a 15 to 20 pip spread. Then you also have to consider that the markets could be very indecisive, which means that we can have a lot of whippy-lashy type of movement. If I move this back down to a 1 minute chart right here, you can see here how the market, look at this spike right here down, the spike going up right here. Then, of course, we closed up here. So it's whippy, very whippy-lashy. At the moment, even though this is a 1 hour time frame, look how we're seeing almost like a little rising wedge. Notice the bodies are getting smaller. This could be an indication that it could come back down pretty fast, back down south. So again, even the 1 hour time frame can give you some sort of idea of what the momentum looks like when trading these type of moves. I'm not a fan of just getting in on a trade and just going ahead and saying, let's go ahead and throw at the markets and see what happens. But here is an indication right here. Now, traders, and again, we're in currently right now, we're in a bunch of sell positions. You can see right here. Here's my sell positions right here on the New Zealand CAD. You can see that I am in at 0.8150. That's my break-even point. And if I got multiple positions in, and I'm looking for 100 pip profit on this, all I'm looking for is about a 10 pip gross that'll give me 100 pip net profit on that. So I'm watching this carefully. We've been looking at selling the New Zealand dollar for quite a while, right? And we've been trading this correction move based on this daily. We've been trading this correction move because we spotted resistance over here. We spotted resistance over here. And now we're spotting resistance over here. So we've been looking for the New Zealand CAD to actually go bearish for some time. All right? To actually go bearish for some time. I don't know how to put on subtitles for those that I want to. I don't know how to put in some subtitles. So I do apologize if some of you are only Spanish speaking and don't understand English. I don't know how to put subtitles. I think you can. I think there's a way to do that on YouTube, to be able to add subtitles on YouTube. So I'll figure that out. Maybe go ahead and post a video on that. Just for those that do follow me, we'll get some subtitles in Spanish. All right, let's keep an eye again. Looking at this time frame right here, it looks like hang on, a little spike here. Once again, there's the rising wedge. So it's broken through that rising wedge here. And it is taking on, oh, there it is. It is above that 82.69 level right here. All right, got to take a look at my positions here as we monitor this. All right, so we are broken above there. Let's see if it maintains itself above that level. This is actually a good spot here. Let me take a look here on my other accounts here. Yep. Okay. So, all right. So we're testing that level, and oh, look at that. Let's see if it trades back below this red trend line right here. If it does, we could be heading to the upside very quickly. Now, remember that we've got the not only the rate decision that came out, but we've got the statement and the press conference that's also taking place. Press conference is at 9 o'clock, which unfortunately I'm not going to be around at 9 o'clock. The market's going to move a little bit at 9 as well, but we've got the press conference taking place at 9. At the moment right now, the statement and the official rate have been released, and they did raise the rates 75 basis points. So very aggressive increase in the rates. Now, you know what's going to be interesting? Let's take a look at the Aussie CAD right here, because even though this news is on the New Zealand dollar, Aussie CAD will be affected. And you can see right here, we did actually have the Aussie CAD affected a little bit, pushed a little bit north here. Now, we had a position in on the Aussie CAD. Let me take a look and see here. I believe we might have closed out. I believe we did close out. No, we did not. Oh, so the Aussie CAD hasn't really moved that much. Not enough to get us our 20 pips out of that market. So we do have a sort of a hedge against the New Zealand CAD. We were long Aussie CAD. We're still in on that. And not a lot of movement coming out of that at all. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's go back to the New Zealand CAD right here. So it looks like it is reversing over here. Let's go to 5 minutes now. And you can see here on the 5 minute, long. So again, for those that place stop losses above those significant highs and lows, this would have been a sort of a very disappointing trade right here, as the market takes out the stop losses right here and then pulls back. So what I'm going to do here on this chart, I'm going to go ahead and good. Chris made 50 pips on the Euro New Zealand dollar. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and clean up this right here, and I'm going to move this now to 1 hour, and I want to keep an eye on this again. So this is the 1 hour chart right here. And here is, I'm going to go ahead and set up the lows right here, lows, high. And then here's the low right here as well. Okay, so this is interesting right here. So although this is a high that is being breached here, price is still not broken up and closed above that high. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this off, because that's not going to, this is going to be, let's see, 82.47. So 82.47, I think that's the high we've got there. 82.47, price is going to stay above there if it's going to continue to be bullish. If it closes out back below here, then that means that this resistance is indeed holding tight, and that there's a good chance that price may head back down to where it started off over here at these lows at 8,200. So let's take a look and see what happens. And by the way, a break of this level at 82.47 will indicate the price will continue rally, but a break back below this level, and I'm going to go ahead and put in some price targets here at 82.97. So let's call it 8,200 because it's 81.96. Let's just call it 8,200. So around about 8,200, and this one right here is about 81. Did I say 8,200? 100? Sorry, let me just say that again. So the prices are 81.96 and 81.91. This is where we're seeing resistance right here. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off. Sorry, I said resistance. I keep saying the wrong thing here. Support, my bad. Here we go. We got some support coming off over here. So we're going to see price break below there, and then we want to see price trading back below this level right here. And so far, it looks like it is. So far, price is trading at now at 45, so 82.45, which is about 2 pips below that. And looks like it's pulling back a little bit more stronger. Again, this is a false break right here. So this so far, and we've got about 45 minutes left, but so far, it is indicating. And let's go to the 30 minute. Let's see here. Wow, let's go to 15. Okay, so the 15-minute broke through that. But it's the 30 and the 50 and the 1 hour that I'm really interested in. All right, there it is at 44 right now, 82.44, pulling back quite strongly. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Yep, look at that big shooting star right here. Big shooting star looking for a nice little turnaround. We need to get back below, like I said, 82.25 will give us an indication of price is definitely going to move back down to the downside. And let's go back to the 1 hour. Actually, in fact, I want to go back to the 30 minutes right here, because that's going to be my next indication there. So 30 minute right here. And we're going to see if price can break below this level right here. So again, from a long-term perspective, we are seriously anticipating this to be a resistance level, and that by the time the night ends, we're expecting this to start seeing price back down south. So at some point, maybe it's going to be the statement that's going to make the markets move in the direction that we need it to move. But eventually, at some point, we should be anticipating price to continue to move back down here. Okay, moving back down here. This is where the left tip is of this bull crown. We're looking for price to at least get down to 79.23. All right, so if you like writing down numbers, write down 79.23. And that is approximately 300 pip recovery back down to that level from where it's trading right now, about a 300 pip recovery. All right, good stuff. Tony, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So let's see how this plays out. And let's just take a quick squiz at the bigger picture while we're here. All right, let's take a good look at the bigger picture. First, number one, traders, if you take a look at the way the markets are set up right now, you can see that we do have structures set into place right here. Here we go. Wave 1, 2 right here. Then we have an internal structure that has completed the fifth wave. Here it is there. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And 5. All right. I've got a trade right here. It says Spanish, please. Okay, no problemo. No problemo. That's about all I know. I'm sorry. I know C. That's all I know. I just don't speak Spanish. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down here. All right, 5 down here. Okay. And we're anticipating price, now that it's completed this move, we're expecting a dip, then another rally, then a 5-wave structure going down. So we are expecting the New Zealand CAD to possibly go down even further, but it's going to create this wave structure going up first, and then it's going to move down. So first, let's get that dip to around about 79.23, and then we'll look for that rally, and then we're going to look for price to go ahead and fall back down south. Okay? All right. Now, if I had anyone that is Spanish speaking, I could get them here to translate. I just don't have anyone here that could translate on my channel. I might bring someone that can translate next time. So next time, for those Spanish speaking traders, next time, I know I have a big audience of Spanish speakers. Next time, I might, if I do something like this, I might just bring in a translator, a Spanish translator, to go ahead and translate the session for us. Okay. And then I'll also take a look at the how you can go ahead and let me see if I could do this. Let's go to let's take a look here. I think there is a way here that that we can actually. I think there's a way we can actually go ahead and create closed capture right here. I think this is what it is. Oh, it says you're unavailable. Okay. It says subtitles, closed capture, unavailable. I'll go ahead and find out how we can get that and make that available. Also, make sure that you change the broadcast to HD here. So click on the settings right here, and then you go change it to HD quality right here. Make sure you do that. But I'll find out a little bit more about how we can go ahead and create some closed capture on these videos. All right. I'll go ahead and take a look and see how that can play out, how we can do that. All right, let's then go back to the lower time frame. Let's take a look here and see what's going on here. All right, looks like the 30-minute is pushing up a little higher here, 82.81. Again, I don't think. Listen here, I'm not. I don't think this is going to sustain itself for too long. I think this is just a whippy-lashy move. If I look over here on the larger time frame, this area looks like it's going to hold. I don't think there's enough here in it to keep the market bullish. I think a corrective move is due, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. As of right now, it's not really doing much more than just testing that level. All right, it's not really doing that much more by testing that level. Let's just take a look over here. While we got, let's take a look at New Zealand US dollar. And you can see here another pair that is looking for a correction move. All right. Take a look over here. This New Zealand dollar is in a bit of range right here, but it's not breaking out of the range. So this is New Zealand US dollar. And despite that we actually looked for this to push higher because of the dollar losing ground, it's still inside this range. So the news was pretty much discounted already in the market. And I think this is why I'm not expecting such a big move on the New Zealand CAD, is because I believe that the data was reported and discounted in price before it came out this evening. So, and this is the reason why we're not seeing the big move that we're seeing right now. Let's take a look at New Zealand. This is Euro New Zealand dollar right here. We've seen a little bit of a push here, but again, not very aggressive. I mean, we did talk about some wave structure going down here, and we did anticipate price to come back down to this level, but it's not moving with very strong sort of confidence. Let's see if it maintains that and stays above that level. Oh, sorry, below that level. If it gets back above here, right? So if it trades back above this level right here, we're probably going to see it come back up a little bit deeper, maybe retest this level of resistance again, and then start working its way back down. So we do anticipate price to eventually move back down. But like I said, also on the New Zealand CAD, we're looking for a corrective move. And that's the reason why we're not too fond, or at least too concerned about the New Zealand CAD breaking out to the upside, and we're expecting that to break out to the north side. Look over here. This is Euro New Zealand right here on the daily, and right here we're at a support level. We're seeing sort of like an overbought condition starting to move into control right here, and this is also indicating that we've got sort of like a pattern right here, a wave pattern setting up right here that is also looking for a corrective move right here, a bullish move. So again, New Zealand weakness is what is expected. Let's see if this can play out on this chart. So let's go back to the New Zealand CAD right here. Let's just go ahead and wrap it up on this one. Again, I will keep my eye on the 9 o'clock press conference. See if anything changes after that. See if the markets moves a little differently. But as it is right now, there's not a lot. There's not a lot that we can say that that the news is fresh data that's pushing that's going to push the market in a direction. We believe that the data that's reported is already being discounted into price, and so this is just a market reaction to say, okay, we got the news. Now let's see how we're going to go ahead and handle that. We'll take a look at 9 o'clock again in the next 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes. We'll have the press conference that takes place. It'll take about 15 minutes to get most of the data out there or most of the information, and then we'll go ahead and make decision. Watch out for my Telegram channel. I will post something in the Telegram channel to let everyone know after the 9 o'clock news as to what I think the market's going to do. But as you can see right here, we're already dropping down to 82.36. So that momentum that we saw isn't quite pushing the way we anticipated. All right. And traders, yes, for my Spanish-speaking traders, I will see if I can get a translator next time I do one of these broadcasts, specifically when we're talking about these trades that traders are following my trade ideas. If you follow my trade ideas and you're in the New Zealand CAD right here, and we selling New Zealand CAD at the moment right now, we're going to be looking at around about 100 to 200 net per profit on those. All right, 100 to 200 net per profit. The reason why I'm chasing after that much and not just 20 pips on that is because of spreads and because of possible slippage. But we'll see when we get down to that point. If it happens this evening, fantastic. If it doesn't, and it actually only happens in the early mornings, we'll go ahead and handle it accordingly as well. So with that being said, guys, love it. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate everyone being here. And I will see everyone back again in the next session. All right. So I will see you guys. Have a fantastic. Oh, by the way, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to close off with this. We do have a video sponsor. Our video sponsor is EightCap. So I'm going to close up with EightCap right here before we go ahead and close the session down. Thank you. All right, guys, if you're looking for a broker, check out the description down below. There is a broker link there. Make sure you check it out. EightCap's a broker that we've been working with for a while. Really good, reliable, and we enjoy working with them. Check them out in the description down below. Traders, have a fantastic evening. We'll see you next time.